If you are a Biafran, Nigerian, Yoruba, Hausa, or Efiki, or Fulani, the people to avoid in this your entire life are the people in this clip I will play for you. I don't want to blow this trumpet by my own self. I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth. These are the witches and wizards that have sworn that that country called Zoo will never be good. And if that country is not good, they will never allow every other country to secede from that very particular country. That is exactly the problem we are facing today. If that country is working well and Biafra said, okay, we want to go, I'm very sure by now it will become a different ball game. But because of this kind of people, I beg, watch this clip. We are coming back for more discussion, okay? Please watch it. And as you're watching it, share it. Like, comment, and subscribe.
We in ACN at the time in 2012, we know the truth, sir. But it is all politics. Even when what President Jonathan is doing, which 10 or so years after, all the political parties in this country agreed with. They even put it in their manifesto. Subsidy must be removed. Subsidy must be removed. Subsidy must be removed. We in ACN at the time we in ACN at the time in 2012, we know the truth, sir. But it is all politics.
This is one of the most unpatriotic statements I have ever heard in my life. If you understand what this man said here, then you will understand how disturbing it is to have people with this type of mindset run our government. What he said outrightly here is that they at ACN, now APC, knew that Jonathan's government was doing well. They knew that the policy he was trying to implement was very good for Nigeria and Nigerians, but because they didn't want him to succeed, they lied to Nigerians about the policy. We knew that Jonathan was right, but because we wanted to take power, we found a way to condemn what he was doing and even deceived Nigerians to come out and protest against it. Simply put, what this man is saying here is that they knew Nigeria was heading to a good direction, but they disrupted it for their own selfish reasons. This is so serious and so disturbing. He is actually saying that all the protests they organized against Jonathan were fake and never about the interest of Nigeria or Nigerians, but just for them to grab power. Now I understand why Peter Obi would always say that he won't be in any coalition just for the sake of grabbing power. This statement from this man shows you that the people in power right now don't give a damn about Nigerians. Now you understand why they implement these harsh policies since 2015. Now you understand why they live in plenty while Nigerians are becoming poorer by the day. Now you understand why APC has thrown over 100 million Nigerians into poverty. It's simple. They don't care. Everything is politics for them. They play politics with people's lives. Very dangerous and very pathetic. God forbid. Dear Nigerians, this man has told us plainly that APC is not in power for you, but for themselves. We must do something about it in 2027.
Okay. I am not into Nigerian politics. I'm not even interested in their politics or the kind of politicians they have in that country. But why I'm bringing this in is for you to see where our problem lies. We have many of these idiots like this who is laughing over. Do you know how many people we are killed? Because they want to take power from good luck. Do you know how many coppers we are killed? If this person that make this comment, let me not talk Hausa or Yoruba or Fulani or another tribe. If this person that made this comment happens to be an Igbo man, no matter how connected he is, my brother, his mouth, his matter will never cease from their mouth. Most especially the Yoruba bastard and Yoruba boons. If this guy happens to be an Igbo guy, hell we must have let loose. People who love their loved ones will have been now crying for justice. All in the name of, in fact, they will tag him now a terrorist. This message had been out there for a very long time and everybody was calm like nothing happened. The most pathetic and unpatriotic human being or human beings you can ever deal with on this planet Earth. The problem that Zoo is having today, believe it or leave it, even if you are a Yoruba hearing me, you are the problems. Look at what the guy is confessing. A bill that came to the National Assembly for regional government, who step on it and said it can never happen. A Yoruba, ask them now, they will be the one now to come and cry to you that 53 years ago, Agironsi was the one who destroyed Nigeria. And since then, your great-grandparents and all over the rest of them who took power after the Agironsi, the murdered Agironsi, and every other coup, they couldn't repair the country till today. And you are still blaming the Igbos till today. You can imagine the set of unpatriotic human beings we found living in the same country with or sharing borders with. Let me read what is being advocating for good governance. He said, this is one of the most unpatriotic statements I have ever had in my life. If you understand what this man said here, then you will understand how disturbing it is to have people with this type of mindset run our government. Before I continue, he only said, they countered against Goodluck Jonathan government so that because they want to take power. Not because Jonathan is not doing well. In the quest for that power, these people kill a lot of people. These people imported terrorism that is ravaging everywhere now. And the people who make this comment, who make all this statement, even Kawu Baraje came out and said they imported Fulani terrorist militias, called the countries to come to make sure that they won that election for Buhari. All of them are working free. You have seen how this message relates to Igbos. The reason why we, as an Igbo, whether you are in the political class or not, my brother, is for we to stand in one accord and fight this demon stopping our liberation. But all those errand boys that call themselves politicians from the southeast, they will not see all this. Even if they see all these things, none of them is going to talk anything. How much Rocha stole? I don't say I'm not supporting criminality. Oh, don't even get it twisted. That they broke, like Rambo style, went inside his house, break his home, and took him off. 2.1 billion is what they are charging Rochas. Accountant General of the Federation, Hausa, Fulani, over 109 billion. They were even begging that one to come and answer to their call. Zenebu, the former Minister of Women Affairs, 44 billion, he said it was mistakenly transferred into her account. And that money had been there for years. Nobody told her anything. They even invite her to come for questioning. She refused to come. Today, that matter has died. And still, I still have Igbo brothers. Even if you are not in government, you are still telling you support one Nigeria. My brother, let me not talk too much, I beg. It is your choice. So, let me not talk and say I am abusing people, but it is your choice. We are making that choice. Exclude every other. So just say I am not we the Igbos. No, just say I am an Igbo. I want to be in Nigeria. No problem. We can dash into Yoruba or Hausa or Fulani. If they like, maybe they use it to do pepper soup. Imported criminals spoil Goodluck Jonathan's government. Protested. Those same people now, if you talk about protest, they will use live bullets to kill you. Lekki massacre was orchestrated by this same murderer that they call president. His son and him are the owners of Lagos. So they decide what happens. Who switch off the light on establishment that Seyi Tinubu is managing. Immediately they switch off light. The next one, that frog in Aso Rock was captured where he's leaving the country. And then he will tell you when that thing happened, he was not in the country. Because they have already finished everything. They don't give go-ahead order. Shoot anything, any living being you see there. And he left. And it happened. Let's continue. What he said actually here is that the type of ACN that they at ACN, now APC, knew that Jonathan's government was doing well. They knew that the policy he was trying to implement was very good for Nigeria and Nigerians. But because they didn't want him to succeed, they lied to Nigerians about the policy. We knew that Jonathan was right, but because we wanted to take power, we found a way to condemn what he was doing and even deceive Nigerians to come out and protest against it. Simply put, what this man is saying here is that they knew Nigeria was heading to a good direction, but they disrupted it for their own selfish interests and reasons. What it means is that these guys don't mind putting Nigeria in a bad condition just for them to get power, for their own selfish interests and desire. This is so serious and so disturbing. He is actually saying that all the protests they organized against Jonathan were fake and never about the interests of Nigeria or Nigerians, but just for them to grab power. Now, I understand why P2B would always say that he won't be in any coalition just to for the sake of power grabbing without know where they are going. This statement from this man shows that the people in power right now don't give a damn about Nigerians or their conditions. Now you understand why they implement these harsh policies since 2015. Now you understand why they live in plenty, why the so-called Nigerians are becoming poorer by the day. But even the one becoming poorer are the ones who is online using their own personal money to fight battle for the ones who are oppressing them. What an irony of life. Now you understand why APC has thrown over 100 million Nigerians into deep poverty. It is simple. They don't care. Everything is politics for them. They play politics with people's lives. Very dangerous and very pathetic. God forbid. Dear Nigerians, this man has told us plainly that APC is not in power for you, but for themselves and their cronies. We must do something about it in 2027. The same people now you are preaching this. Go to the comment section. Let's go to the comment section. You will see a lot of things that will even make you to marvel. Even make you tell, even to call for protest, my brother. You have no reason to call for protest because those Zojurians, they are zoo, they call them zombie. Benzo say P2B is not different from any of them. He is also telling lies to grab power. Okay, advocacy for good governance. This APC supporters style is very evil and dangerous. You guys try to justify supporting incompetent and corrupt politicians by trying very hard to say that all politicians are the same. Truth is all politicians are not the same. Stop supporting evil, according to this our brother. Moriho Barrow said, yes, so we need to let subsidy go. But Jonathan's government was so fantastically corrupt that even in his own cabinet, a lot of his appointees were caught up in corrupt cases and he did nothing. The Dasu Gate, the bullet cars, but Stella Odua as Minister of Aviation. I don't know what this one is also saying. Lord Speaker said, you know their names yet, though keep identifying them by political party names. Tomorrow now, he will join another party and you will all still vote for him. Fayemi is a traitor. All the past governors and presidents from 1999 to date are traitors. All of them, and not just this one. Anyway, my people, now here we will take back break. More of this is coming your way, and I will hear my voice again when I come back. I don't have to read more comments, but I want you to comment what do you think concerning this matter. We have somebody like all this Fayemi. We have even thousands of them in the southeast claiming to be politicians. This one is devils in sheep clothing. They are just devils not in sheep clothing. They are just devils in human form. Demons of a high caliber with PhD. I beg, make on help me circulate this video, and I go here also again. Give me see on my people.